Would you like to talk about astrology? Because so would I. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Shay, the host of this 10 Minutes of Astrology. And today we are going to be talking about Venus in Cancer, approximately July 3rd, 2027 until July 27th, 2027, where it will go into Leo. Let's get started. Remember to check my housekeeping in the comments. And Venus is about love and relationships. Cancer is all the nostalgia and mother stuff, the nurturing, your family, your heart, but it's more of breast because of the nurturing, because Leo rules the chest, but Cancer rules like so Gemini is like the shoulder blades, and Cancer is kind of the arms, but not necessarily the hands, because it's Gemini is more of the hands and Pisces is the feet. So this area gets, depending on the reading and the interpreter, is kind of what body part you may get. Besides the point, general knowledge is it's the breasts. So we're going to go ahead and move on and talk about the first aspect that it makes here in 2027, which is going to be a sextile to Chiron in Taurus. Now, this is a good alignment, happens at approximately 4 degrees. Chiron is healing in the home, healing your values. Chiron in Taurus, because Taurus is homebody, values, money, creature comforts, just chilling out, not doing a whole lot, very, very calm. And I love that with Venus and a sextile here. It's your relationship with how you're healing in your house and in your environment and with your emotions. And it's like you're just considering all of these different layers and different aspects. Then we have a square and an inconjunct at 6 degrees. You guessed it, Neptune and Pluto, because of course, the square to Neptune is you're squaring off with your relationship with your God or your higher power, your greater creator, whatever you want to call it. That relationship and the way that you feel about these things and the way you feel about other relationships and what the great Lord has been putting you through and all these trials, and you just like, no, I'm done. What is your problem? And God is basically saying the same thing to you. So that's going to keep going back and forth every time. Yeah. Whew. We have an inconjunct at the same time to Pluto in Aquarius, which is like the larger group is hearing this. The larger group is sensing this, is knowing that this is affecting and transforming, because when we speak that stuff into existence, guess what? It pops up, and then more negative begets more negative, which is why it is so imperative to speak as positively as possible, as often as you can, because you even if it might hurt, even if it might feel bad, you can't put it out there. You can't do it. And the greater collective, we know, feels this and senses this and gets this and is off put by all of these crazy emotions that you're displaying here. All the same, and if you're petty, don't be petty. Please stop being petty. If you've not learned the lesson, the 50 Cent lesson was not the lesson he was trying to lessen. That was a lesson of accountability, not being petty. But sure, if you took it that way and you've been getting these godly spankings, at how many points? At what? How many points? Like, no, it's gonna flip around on you. And if that's how you're trying to relate to others, you gotta treat other people the way you want to be treated. And if you say you would want people to be petty to you, anyway, the inconjunct here is it's not vibing with the community the way that you think it's vibing with the community. And the community, quite frankly, is not vibing with you because you can hermit. You can do you for yourself and lick your little wounds because you have probably likely got your own feelings hurt. I'm going to move on because then we have a semi-sextile, which is at 8 degrees to Uranus and Gemini, because our heart is teaching the random crazy chaos that I'm going to be emotional if this goes crazy and left the way it's going to continue to go. Then you're basically telling that crazy chaos, I'm going to be an emotional wreck. Why are you giving these people ammunition? Why are you doing that? Why are you just you know what? If you tell on yourself, you tell on yourself. You can't say that I didn't try and warn you. But sure, tell the chaos that you can be more chaos than that. Go ahead, tell the chaos. Oh, you think you really think you thinking? Because Gemini is back and forth. You really think you thinking all the thoughts? Oh, you ain't felt nothing yet. There will be a whole. It's like you done pissed off Mama Bear, setting the whole forest on fire. I'm trying to tell y'all, people will just burn it down. People are just gonna get pushed and tested to the point that they don't care and they're gonna lose their. And it's gonna be like, but I told you I was gonna lose it. I told you to try me one more time and you tried me. Of course I was going to rip all of your skin off. I told you I was going to. I have to follow, do you not hear the insanity? Okay. Then Mars goes into Libra, which, remember folks, if you decide to go crazy left, we have a criminal justice system and karma that is coming quick. So Mars then goes into Libra, which is active legal system time. And now you got to go through all of the crap with that. And then we have Venus in Cancer semi-square, Uranus in Gemini. This is also at 8 degrees. Or Uranus is at 8 degrees. Venus is at 23 degrees because it's a semi-square, which is just... We just gonna add one more little irritant on this. We just, one more time. One more time. Y'all. And Venus is like, nah, of course I stabbed a bitch. Of course I got my shank out. Of course I was gonna do that. I was hurt. I felt some kind of way. But you created more chaos to then say that you were going to create more chaos. Okay, let me back up for a second. Yes, chaos happens that's out of your control. But then you're going to go, well, I'm going to meet chaos with chaos. And then don't expect more chaos, which will come. And then you're going to react to that chaos with more chaos. And then it's going to spiral. Am I the only one? Am I the only one that sees? Am I really it? I can't be there have got to be other people that see this stuff coming and just think it's stupid, right? I can't be the only one that's like, this is dumb. Then Venus is going to square Saturn in Aries at 27 degrees. We just add an insult to injury, aren't we? We just, you know what's right? It's right I felt like doing it. It was right for me at the time. Remember, it's childish wisdom. You're not thinking it through. Aries does not think things through. And especially with Saturn here, which is supposed to be how you think ahead and how you plan ahead and how you see what's coming. And Aries is like, nope, I didn't see it coming. Didn't care that it was coming. It was right in front of me and I still didn't see it. And Venus in Cancer got emotional about it. But you know what? They're my emotions. I own my emotions, but they shouldn't have done what they did. So they had it coming. And it's like, we could stop all of that, all of that is not necessary. You really, when's the last time you saw an Aries and a Cancer get along? They don't. They are probably the most clashy of the clashiest when it comes to two signs not getting along. I would say those are the two signs that get along the least. Um, like they're, if they won an award for how much they don't get along, they would win, because Saturn in Aries thinks it's right, but it's not, and Venus in Cancer felt it. Aries is selfish. Cancer is just emotional. I cut a bitch. Um, I cut a bitch for a bitch, cuz a bitch. And y'all really expected not to go to, you didn't think about jail. You didn't even care about jail. Like, you didn't, consequences, whatever. Everything's got consequences. I might as well just accept the consequences of my actions where I sit. Because you know what? There's too much to do out there. I don't feel like doing that no more anyway. Y'all are exhausting me. And then Jupiter goes into Virgo, which is being lucky with planning. Because now you gonna think about it. Now you're gonna prep for it. Now you're gonna get down into the details in a really big way. This is gonna happen. You're gonna get lucky so long as you focus on the details. I will say that's something, I guess, it's so long as you can be meticulous, but don't make other people feel like they're garbage for your critiquing them in a really big major way. Like, don't overstep your bounds here. And then Venus also goes into Leo July 27th, 2027. So, whoa. What did I tell you about the extremes during this time? It's gonna be way over there and way. We just watched a ping pong match. This is going. Huh. This game is not ending for a long time either, bro. Y'all be good. Y'all be good. Stay out of jail and press all the buttons. Peace out. I love y'all. Don't be stupid.